think of leadership, I've got some things that have impacted me in my life and moments that I like to share because they say, well, what do you mean by being a leader? Give me some examples. One of the ones that really impacted me happened just a few years back. We were playing in the state Division I large school semifinals. And we were playing down at Racine. It was a sold-out stadium. We were on the road. We were playing against a team that had 4 Division I recruits. And it was kind of a blustery night and kind of a cold night. And it was an incredible ball game. The lead changes hands back and forth, back and forth. They would score, we would score. They would score, we would score. And it was just an incredible game. We were trailing by 6 points going into the 4th quarter. Ball went back and forth, nobody moved it. Then we got the ball on about the 40-yard line. And we were moving the football. And we were approaching their red zone. And we had prepared all week that we knew that if we got in a position, we wanted to call a certain package, a pass package, where we could isolate one of their Division I corners on the corner against one of our best receivers. I just really liked that matchup. And we knew what they would go into when we ran motion away, and we were pretty confident we could get a one-on-one setup. Our quarterback was Billy Altman. He's one of our quarterbacks here in camp. He's not working this camp. He works most of them, but he had a class he has to take. Billy Altman, we were about the 32-yard line going in, and we have a great kicker. We're down by 6 to go to the state finals. We go in, we're coming in, and Billy almost knew as we were moving the football, if we got inside the 30, we were going to call this play. And sure enough, we got inside the 30 and the time was right, and I had called Billy over and I said, Billy, this is it. I want to go for that isolation now, the 9-route weak side. Look off, make sure you look off the free safety, move him, and punch the ball. Sure enough, now this game was televised, so we got a real wide-angle view of the whole thing on the television replay as well as our tape. Bill Altman brought the team to the line of scrimmage, set the team, and he knew right where the free safety was going to be. Billy took a 3-step drop, and he looked the free safety off, and you could see it perfectly. Bill was staring, just glanced at that free safety, and that got him going straight back, which is what he's told to do. He's coached to do that. And we can move people with our eyes, and Billy knew how to do that. And he slid that guy, and he went straight back. He stepped back at 1 o'clock, turned, and sure enough, he threw a perfect strike on a 9 route, which is our shoot or fade route. And our receiver had about 4 to 6 feet of cushion that he had beaten this corner who took a fake, and he got to his outside. The ball was a perfect spiral. It didn't quiver at all. It got to our receiver's hands, Chris, on the 3-yard line. It hit him right in the hands. Little fingers were together. He cradled the ball to his chest, and he ran into the end zone, and he stumbled, and the ball fell from his chest. At that instant, that moment in time, I can remember like it happened yesterday. I learned a lot about the responsibilities of this position. And I was the head coach and an adult and had played it and everything else. At that instant, here's what Chris did, the wide receiver. The ball bobbled out of his hand. He rolled, and for an instant, he went like this with his fists, like anybody would do. We're going to the state finals with a great kicker if he makes the catch. It's late in the game, 3:43 or very close to that on the game. Here's what Chris did, and it was on television. He shook his fist And then he jumped up and he started running. He ran, accelerated back to his teammates. Chris was dying. In his heart, he was dying. Not for himself. He was dying. He was dying for his teammates. He was dying for his teammates. At that moment, I looked and I found myself too. When he dropped the ball, my heart dropped also. I mean, it just dropped. And then I saw Chris jump up, like we've talked about so many times, playing for your teammates. Then, instantly, the 7,000, 6,000 people that were there, 13,000 eyes went right straight to the quarterback. And let me tell you what Billy Altman, our leader, our captain, did. He threw that perfect spiral. He faded to coverage. He locked in. He saw it in the air. He saw it dropped, and you could see Bill go like this too, his fist. And then most quarterbacks would have done this. Most that I've seen in that exact situation, adversity, would have done this. And then they'd turn and they'd put their hands in their head. And then they'd usually turn around and look over at their coach like, what do I have to do? I put it perfectly. Here's what Billy Altman did, our leader, who believed in playing for his teammates. Biggest game of his career. He saw that ball drop, his fists went like this, and here's what Bill did. He took about 4 steps, 5, right towards Chris. Right towards Chris. Because Chris was dying. He was hurting. And Billy was hurting for Chris. He grabbed his hand, he met him beyond the line of scrimmage. He met him with his right hand, shook his fist, and slapped him on the back and sent him back to his teammates. And he looked right over at me for the next play. We got the ball, they held us. I went to Quinny and I said, now, they're moving the football. They have a great football. I said, Quinny, it's got to be 3 and out. And he says, oh, I'm at the same game you're at. You know, that's one of my best lines. You coaches will, once in a while, guys moving it on us on the inside trap or something, and you know, he does everything on defense. I don't do anything, but I'll come up to him and hey, Quinny, we got to stop the 30 trap. It's killing us. He'll look at me and say, hey, pal, I'm at the same game. You know, you don't think I see that? So we always chuckle. Well, Quinny said, yeah, well, we have to. I agree. Our defense, first down. They got the ball. All they have to do is run it out now. First down, they give it to Brent Moss, who was their tailback. 5 yards. Second down, they give it to Brent Moss. We stop them. They gain 2 yards. So now we got 3rd and 3. And they're into a tough win. Third down, we're thinking Moss again, Moss again. They fake to Moss. They come out, play action. They throw a pass. And Craig Ahmet dives and deflects the ball away, and it would have been a big gainer. They punt, short punt. We fair catch because it's real short into the wind. We've still got about 1 minute and 1 second left. Billy Altman, no timeouts. He takes the team, and we go through our 2-minute drill. No huddle. We know how to do that. He's confident in it. The kids, you know, we work at it pretty hard. He hits 2 or 3 level 1 routes. We get out of bounds. Now we're on the 21-yard line. We're down 6. Very little time left. Ball's out of bounds, and we got to come over, and Billy, I said, Bill, we're going to go back to it. We're going to switch the formation. We're going to run motion the other way, but we'll still get the same matchup. Billy goes back, calls the play, takes a 3-step drop, looks off. He throws a ball that kind of fluttered this time. It was a tough ball to throw. He had a little pressure. The ball wasn't as pretty. Chris did not beat their corner like last time. He learned, but Chris had him by about a yard. The ball was perfectly thrown. Chris was in the end zone. He dove parallel to the surface, caught the ball in his fingertips, and he just dragged 1 foot right in the back corner of the end zone. And he fell and made an incredible, incredible catch. 6. We got a great kicker. Great kicker. It was just a storybook. We come out, we line up, and what would happen? He's missed 1 kick all year. I think he had missed 30. He was 34 for 35, and the ball was pushed right. So we go to overtime. They get the ball. We go on defense. Moss for 4. Moss for 2. 3rd down again. They try, same situation. They ride Moss, try a pass, deflected. They kick a field goal. First play, we get the ball. We're going to try and go off tackle to set something up. And sure enough, that corner kind of filled a little too tight. And our running back hit the point of attack, and he bounced it. And he dove into the end zone, and we won. At that instant, though, of adversity, I learned a lot about what leadership means. It means from the heart, playing for your teammates. In business, in family, in anything. If you're there for the right reason, and you don't care who's getting credit, and you can honestly care about the people that you're playing for and playing with, then you're there. Then you're to the mountain.